dirty water tank needs to be emptied. What's really neat about this model of carpet cleaner is it's got two ways that you can empty it. It's got a quick valve or a pour spout here, and it just pops open. And I guess that's great if you're gonna do multiple cleanings and you don't want to take the time to open it up and clean it out. But then it also has another latch here that you can open up to dump the whole thing out. Now, a carpet cleaner I had previous to this one had a very confusing design. Once you pour it out, it had like this system that wouldn't allow all the water out. You kind of had to turn it this way, that way, and then run water through it, and then turn it like all different directions to try to get the water to work its way out. So I really like that this model has this feature. Looks like you just pop it, boom, comes right off. So this is great because this will help me really clean it out nice. And then all I have to do is dump the water. So very simple. So we got it open, just pour the dirty water down the drain. And there's a lot of dirt down at the bottom. So we're gonna rinse that out with some warm water. And that'll help loosen it up. One thing that is really important about these machines is that you clean them well and check them. They have a lot of rubber gaskets and seals, which can very easily collect dirt. So here, there's a rubber seal. So we're going to make sure I rinse around the edges of that, because that can obstruct the seal and cause a leak. So that's the bottom of the tank. We got the top of the tank, which has a little filter here. Looks like the filter slides right off. So we'll rinse that, squeeze it out. Okay, so this kind of has a little bit of that design like I was telling you, the old one. It's got some chambers in here, but it doesn't affect getting the dirt out because it looks like it's got these really huge openings, multiple openings. So getting the dirt to work its way out is no problem. It cleans really nice, which makes it easier to get back to cleaning. You don't have to spend a ton of time trying to rinse this thing out. Now, since I am doing another cleaning, I'm not worried about it being perfect. Just get as best as I can. But honestly, I mean, that's pretty good. I cannot complain. So we'll put the filter back on. See, I just noticed it's got like a little clip there, so maybe that's needs to be holding the filter in place. So we'll just tuck it into that. We'll get the bottom of the tank. And again, Hoover designs their products so you really don't need instructions how to put stuff back together again. It's got two notches, so we'll line those guys up. They slide right in. It pops right on. And then this latch goes up and then pull down, and it snaps. Ready to go. I was just getting ready to put the tank back on when I discovered something new. So I was mentioning about the seals and checking the seals, and sometimes there's little filters, so you definitely got to check all that stuff. So Hoover designed this one where everything is really easy to get to. Like I said, it's pretty much self-explanatory how to do things. There's little symbols and words that tell you what everything is for. So here this says nozzle release, and here's a lock symbol, and it's kind of hard to see because it's black and it might be too dark to see it, but that's lock, that's unlock. So this little latch, whoop, flips up. So easy. So this is one of those little rubber seals I was talking about that you always want to check, make sure it's nice and clean after you're done using it. So check this out. I'm excited about this because my other machine did not do this. this piece just comes right off. I mean, wow. My other one, you had to get screws and hopefully remember where the screws went, and it was just extremely complicated. So this just pops right off. Obviously this collected some dirt from my last pass over the rug, but I would take this to the sink, rinse it off before I put it away, since I'm still gonna clean. I'm not quite ready to do that yet, but I just wanted to show you how nice and easy this is to use. So you can run water through the top to rinse it out, run it through the bottom channel to rinse it out, or it's got a nice little opening hatch there and you can get in there and really clean it. So awesome job, Hoover. I love that they added that feature. Then you'll see there's another little screen right here. This is something that I would say probably needs to be checked and cleaned every so often. It looks like it's got these little notches here and here. So those go under the red piece first and slides up into place. Make sure the little latch here is out of the way. Then, I mean, there's no clicking. This just slides into place. Done. Then we get our dirty water tank, which we rinsed. And we make sure we face it the right way. So you can see. Slides right in. There's no clipping, or clicking. There's no, like, is it lined up right? It just slides in. It's as easy as that. Then the tank release lever, click it back into place. Done. Then we put in up top our clean water. Again, there's really no lining up. It just sits on this tray. Click. Done. I really like this machine. So this brush down at the bottom actually does come out very easily. It's in there snug, so at first I was really reluctant to pull on it and figure out, try to how to take it out, but I looked in the instructions and it says you basically just pull. So just pull firmly. There, just like that, comes right out. So we'll take this over to the sink. Rinse it out. As you see, there's a lot of hair collection. So I don't want that to go down the drain. It's actually clogged up the drain. And you just rinse. So try to get the water to go in between all of the brushes. You might want to turn them too, so it loosens up some of the stuff. But I'm going to have to put the camera down so I can really rub these bristles and get everything out of them. Alright, now that I have this all rinsed, I'm going to put it back on the cleaner. But before I do that, I got a damp rag. And I'm gonna just wipe all this down. There is a little bit of dirt on the front end where the brushes went and underneath. Just wipe in there, and then I'm gonna wipe along these brushes. Try to pull off some of the hair that's stuck to the bristles. Most of the dirt and hair rinsed out of the brush assembly, this one. But there was some little pockets in between, like here. They had collections and I had to pull those out by hand. And I still find, even though I rinsed this a few times, I'm still finding little bits of hair stuck in the brush itself. I have a rubber brush, and I used that to scrub this to help loosen some of that up, and it helped. It looks pretty good. It's not perfect for sure. I don't know if you can ever get it that clean. Maybe if I take a little more time I could, but overall it rinsed out most of it pretty good. So just cleaning out the side brush here. We'll do the same to the other side. And it looks like also in here in the corners is a good spot. It's hard to see when it's upside down like this, but you want to get all around these little areas. This will keep your machine nice. It'll not be prone to having that wet dog smell when you go to use it again, especially if you have pets and you're cleaning up after pets. That's what will make that wet dog smell, is if you do not clean your machine well enough. So clean it out and let everything dry before tucking it away. So this goes back on very easily. I can't believe how easy this popped out. There's no latches or buttons or anything. A little bit of pressure to when you're pulling on it, but other than that, no biggie. And you match the shape of this into the hole here. If you might need to turn it a little bit so that it lines up. It has these also that line up on either side, here and here. But everything just lines up on its own. Press it in, done. All set. Real quick, I'm gonna rinse out the hose just to make sure we get out any residual dirt. I'm going to clean the tool. It looks like this just pops off, just like that. So I'm gonna rinse out the tool, I'm gonna rinse out the tank. I'm gonna make another pass with the upright and get more dirt, and hopefully I'll be done after that. So just rinse this out like so. So because it's got that clear shield in the front, you can see if you've got any dirt. I'm running the water across the channel and then in the other direction as well. And just rubbing along the bristles because there was some dog hair and dirt that got picked up in there. So that's it for that. Then the hose is going to be interesting to rinse. Well, I think I'm going to do it like so. Make sure the other end is in the sink. Oh, please don't let me get wet. Yeah, there we go. Ew, gross. Okay, so that was a really good idea. I'm glad I did that, because if I would have put this hose away without rinsing it, there was a lot of hair and dirt and who knows what that was in the hose itself. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. You probably won't see the dirt come out again, but the way I did this without making a mess, I put one end of the hose in the sink, I start filling up the other end, and then let the water go down, give it a little bit more water, let the water go down, make sure I'm keeping this one end in the sink while I lift, and let gravity do the rest. So yeah, good idea to rinse out your hose for your carpet cleaner. Alright, and last I'll just rinse the tank and we'll get back to work.